Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to go through the Forex market outlook. We're going to take a look at some currencies of interest, starting with our strength and weakness table. And as you can see, there's not really much going on. The only things I can really point out is the Aussie US dollar is at an extreme once again, +7, hasn't really changed from that position. What we really want to see, start seeing some weakness coming into the Australian dollar now, and that euro was at a reversal area and is starting to gain some value. So really the reversal pair is Euro Oz. It's either in a very strong downtrend or we're going to see that reversal to the upside. So we know that Euro Oz is pushing down. So Euro Oz really is going to be a chart that we focus on this week for either continuation or reversal. Okay, sorry for the poor drawing there. We're also going to look at other reversals, so Aussie USD for instance, that is going to be a reversal pair of interest just because of the seasonal bias for the US dollar, and we could take a look at potentially Euro USD just because we can see that the market is in a little bit of a range condition. So you know, we profited quite well off Euro. We got a loser on Aussie, but Aussie US dollar could be about to reverse once again. Just need to wait for that real clear setup to form there in particular. So these are the markets that I quite like. Euro CAD could be one to watch. CAD's suggested that it is quite weak. So that's quite interesting in terms of what we've seen on the past couple of days on the Canadian dollar. So we've got to be very careful with that. But really, these are the pairs that I'm going to focus on in today's market outlook. So let's go and take a look. Let's go first of all on Euro US dollar. You can see that was our trade through here. We were expecting the market to come and retest this zone, which it did and started to bounce. We were expecting a move to the lower part of the zone, but we didn't get that. The market has started to bounce. So what we really need to see again is that daily structure. So are we going to get a rally back up into these key swing highs up in here, or is the market going to start putting in some bearish candlesticks once again, create a lower high, and we start pushing to the downside? That's one thing I'm going to be looking for this week, is either the continuation of the dollar strength or the complete reversal. The dollar index obviously is the complete inverse of this, and currently on the dollar index, the dollar is quite close to an area of support. So if that's the case, then we could start seeing a lower high coming in on Monday with a potential move to the downside. So we can keep an eye on that on Monday's close. Again, 8-hour chart is still bearish to the downside, so any kind of pullback could be considered a move to just take a look at. Aussie US dollar is approaching key resistance once again. So we were looking at the fact that on the weekly time frame it came up into this key zone. We were suggesting that price at that point was going to push to the downside. It started to move, and then we had a nice 4-hour change in cyclicity, which is the reason why we were really looking for that short, because I like to follow that medium term. You know, it's not 100%, but when we do get those breaks, typically the market does follow through. Now, what was interesting was the fact that we came back up into this zone here. The market did start forming indecision, and then we just popped through, and the rest of the week continued to move to the upside. So that Aussie's definitely still strong. We just need to start seeing some weakness coming in, and weakness typically comes in at areas of support and resistance, and this is our previous structure high. What I do like is the fact that the impulses are starting to get shorter, and when the impulses start to get shorter, typically we do see a reversal. So that's what I am watching for this week. If we get any kind of bearish price action again like we saw here, I'll be looking to get short on Australian dollar. Obviously I'd love to be seeing those lower lows coming out of it, so if it does start to do that, then we're going to be clear to continue to short the market. But at the moment, Aussie's still relatively strong. Got to wait for a reversal. Euro Oz is our almost reversal pair to keep an eye on. It's back down at this previous supporting level, so you can quite clearly see the market has rejected here and here. Had a rejection recently and it's come all the way back down to retest that zone. So are we going to see another reversal from Euro Oz? Strength and weakness does suggest it is one to watch. So we're either going to see one or two things happen, and we always have to put our contingencies in place. If we're going to get long here, where's the risk? The risk is below these lows, right? So if the market does start forming bullish candlesticks, we can look for that continuation. First targets will be these swing highs. If it breaks, then we can look for that trend to continue. If not, we're going to see the overall downtrend continue, and a close below these swing lows through here will be our cue then to continue to look for that Aussie strength. But being at +7, I would be very, very wary of continuing to buy in that. And one thing you can check on, like we've already discussed before, is those stock markets. Now, the stock market again fooled us a little bit with this little bit of a move there with that nice lower close. I was expecting the drop to happen then. Didn't happen. Prices continued to the upside. Now, if the Aussie dollar is going to fall, it usually falls on risk sentiment. So if we do see a pushback up anywhere near these highs and a rejection on the stock market, that's going to be a big clue into going on to the Australian dollar and taking a short position. So predicting really here an early rally potentially into this key zone once again on the Dow. Any rejections here on the Dow will be key for Aussie US dollar to move to the downside. So keep an eye on that this week. I hope you enjoyed this Forex market outlook. If you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comment section below. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more trading content, and I will speak to you very soon.